Oh shit, did people get... What's going on? Still by the campfire? Yo, it's freaking daytime, guys. You guys just love fire, don't you? Where is he?
What?
What's up, dude?
Any luck finding one of those manuals? No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
One of them, bro.
Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years.
You're in luck, bro.
I appreciate you going through all that trouble. One datapad's enough to guide me down my newfound path. Just remember, I got something saved for you if you find me all three. Well, don't keep me in suspense. Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. 2 whole datapads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment.
Better not, bro.
Sure, I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
Look at him, he's doing better. Slap that old lady.
I'm not in the lightest of humors right now.
I get it.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
You don't care about her, bro.
Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things.
Get
You
it?
pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble.
Better.
Let me know if I can do something for you.
What did she give me? Just experience points? What the fuck did she give me? It says to go to her? Is that because the mission still?
Any luck finding one of those manuals?
This is interesting. So it's like, okay, I think it's a bug. Or because it's my things are labeled for her. Okay, so let's talk about Grace.
I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe, but I appreciate it. The matter's been weighing on me. Zoe came back, but I couldn't keep her from slipping out in the first place. Who's to say I could keep marauders from slipping in? I don't see us lasting more than a couple of weeks out here. I'm loath to admit it. We're gonna have to make our peace with Topson and hope he takes us back. Listen, we go back to Reed, hat in hand, begging for our old jobs back. Well, Adelaide's not gonna forgive us. She never talked to us again. Edgewater's not just a town to Adelaide. It's a symbol of everything that's wrong with this colony. A big, heartless machine of metal and gears grinding workers down to dust. We're the closest thing Adelaide's got to a family. We go back to Edgewater, she's gonna feel betrayed. You better be sure about this. We go back to Edgewater without Adelaide, she's never coming back. Sure. Suit yourself. I'll be here.
Okay, so now I can choose between Alright. Let's see what happens when I go all the way. Why won't it let me change this gun? Wow, was it only because it was in... That's kind of gay. Wow. No, I don't... as much as I hate her, she has a point about this colony shit. So I'm gonna go take care of it. I feel overpowered already, but I know I'm not. Because I was super underpowered before. Yeah, I'm ready to fucking, like, do shit. I don't care if I have... Nobody likes me in this game. Fucking... I'm doing what I think is right in the realm of he doesn't care about anything. So the character, his name is Obi Nova Fire. He's kind of old actually in this game. So his backstory is essentially he was a robber. He's stealing stuff, doing his thing. Didn't really have any like parental figures. Kind of like left to die in a foster home. Anyways, the main thing is he wants money and he freaking bullshits everyone. Yeah, so right now we're trying to find out what gives us the most money. Well, he wanted us to bring him back for this thing. I don't really like corporations, so we're gonna find out what's going on.
All
You
right,
ready?
I'm on the move. I think you did the rightest thing you could sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for, even if they ain't care much for me.
She sounds like Ellie.
He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda.
That's kind of funny.
He never told me a word to that effect. And since he didn't, I didn't have to say nothing about feeling different. And nothing had to get weird. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him. You mean about the mission being too clean?
Oh, you already did that. Okay, why can't I? Oh, I was like... Oh, shit. I was like... Wait, where are we?
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts? Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes. But I have done my best for this town. I have been holding this town together with both hands. You can't just expect me to leave. I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home. Unless you can demonstrate to me that we are helpless without her, I see no reason why I should stand down. You will excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil? And when you say special fertilizer, you mean what exactly?
I love how I can't lie to him.
Adelaide has been using dead bodies in her fertilizer? That's... Come to think of it, that's a stroke of brilliance. What a remarkably efficient solution. Recycling Spacer's Choice property long after its date of expiration. I was wondering about those missing bodies in Silas's cemetery. So, Adelaide wants me gone. Trade my life for the life of the town. You understand what she's doing. If I leave town, I'm as good as dead. If I stay, Edgewater will die of attrition. Adelaide has discovered some secret cure for the plague, and she is holding my town ransom. You're right, I am being obstinate. If the best thing I can do for this town is to stand down, then stand down I shall. If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me. I do. Adelaide's found a cure for the plague, and she knows how to tend to crop. She's what this town needs. A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them. No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement. I don't know. I could see myself lasting a week. I have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy.
Wow. Well, I don't know what to say. I'm glad I didn't kill him. That was beautiful. I'm all about Reed. Now, he could be manipulating me and lying to me, but I don't believe that to be true. I don't know. I really like her as a companion, though. God, I love this art. It's so beautiful. God, this game is so good. I want to make something like this. I want to spend hours. Oh, I love these type of RPGs. I think these are my favorite games. Like an RPG like Fallout. It's just you can get lost and you can build whatever character you want, do whatever you want. It's so nice. I still feel bad though. This whole relation thing too is really cool. It's like hate me, I love me, hate me, I love me. And it's like I'm not trying to play both sides, but I'm doing what is right, at least from what people tell me. But I believe what is right at the end is to help everyone.
Look at that. The snake's come back.
Call it whatever you want.
I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward. You telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Well, the world's better now. Oh, I just realized it. This whole thing was for that. Wow.
That was a good thing you did, Captain. Helping to bring the deserters and Edgewater folks back together. I hope you rest well on that.
I'll try. Oh, man. Wonder if I can even talk to them now. What would they say?
I'm not in the lightest of humors right now.
I get it. You're not.
Didn't think she'd go back so long as Reed was still running the place. Something must have changed. If Adelaide's going back to Edgewater, we'll follow her.
Nice. She really likes that guy, doesn't she? And the canary. I gotta find the canary. I get it because it's like the same music, but it kind of gives me like a scary, like haunted house mansion type vibe, and I don't really dig it. But I guess that's what they're going for. Maybe like a horse or like a vehicle to ride. I hope Edgewater does good though. I really care about the people. I care about them. I don't know essentially if my character cares about it, and I gotta start living my life through it. Well, essentially this character, he's like the bounty hunter from the Old Republic, right? He's a bounty hunter. He's not... He doesn't mean he doesn't have morals, and he cares about people. But he doesn't care enough about people to be like... But he's like, if it's certain circumstances, he's just like, I'll do what's right, what I think is right, what gets me the most coin, but like...
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauders got in.
Just between us?
Dang, he's just deserted.
Hey.
What's up, dude? Okay. Wait, where am I? Where's the canary?
Wonder if the plague...
place in the universe is fixed.
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you around here too often.
I don't know where the canary is, and fuck, it's gonna take me longer than I thought.
You're not a big drinker, are you?
Only the part that said we ain't making our quotas.
Oh, I almost forgot. I'm contractually obligated to recite company slogans to any visitors.
Great.
We'll get you mostly drunk at half the price. Spacer's choice. Go ahead. Ugh, is this the start of a joke? If you want me to laugh at your jokes, it's a 3-drink minimum. Coming right up.
Alright, well that was simple.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy. You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
No, I don't really care.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. Sounds like he's already told you. You may as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help. I'll scratch something together for you. Sell off some of my sundry at Moreau's if I have to. Just hear me out. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway.
No, did I already get it?
I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Did I already have it?
You been there already? And you ain't been ground down into marauder meat? Let's see it. Don't keep us waiting. Sweet life-giving nostrum. The first hit's always the best. Scratched together all the bits I had around the domicile. It ain't as much as you deserve, but it's all I got. You'd really sprat me out? For what? A couple extra bits? Here, take it then.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about you.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing.
I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good to some...
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs.
What a douche.
Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness. We don't believe in free anything here in Edgewater. We're a Spacer's Choice company.
God, what a dumbass. I was fucking
I'm
being sarcastic.
Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Wow.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions. As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch. Thank you, no. I despise the cereals.
God, this guy's
Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies. Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
What should I tell him to do?
Much obliged.
Maybe just talk to the guy?
What can I do for you?
Maybe. I don't really care.
Been eating nothing but
I've never actually been in here. Seemed scary from the outside.
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice. The office is writing up promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free.
Dope.
As a Spacer's Choice constable, I am authorized to grant you legal authority toward apprehending wanted criminals. Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller. As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity.
Of course.
His likeness decorates many a wanted poster. Do you have any relevant information about this individual? You are correct. An outstanding bounty has been posted for information pertaining to the whereabouts of Phineas V. Wells. Unfortunately, the arrest of Mr. Wells falls outside my authority. I enforce the company policy of Spacer's Choice in the region of Emerald Vale. Wells is wanted by the board. If you have information related to the location of Phineas V. Wells, you are required to submit that information to your nearest board authority. Something to report?
Interesting. I'm not gonna. No, that's my
I'm in
problem.
pretty low these days.
This is where the magic happens. Well, science. Hey, that's... I mean, if you need it, okay. My dad... It's an office. Just... Go, I'll wait outside. I don't like coming out here. People on the street stare.
Wow, that hurt. Who this guy is? He needs help. I need Jesus.
Go away, Phantom!
Who's he talking to? And who is this guy?
You're not real! You're not real! Get away from me, Phantom! Shoot! Scram! Don't you talk down to me, Phantom. At least I know I'm real. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
Wow.
Of course. Do excuse me. I experience brief flashes of mania during which I am visited by the phantoms of my imagination.
That's mad.
Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
What the hell? I love that. Yeah, he's okay, bro. He can do whatever he wants down here. I'm getting out of here. Fucking maniac. Get your life together, bro. I'm rolling. And I'm rolling on. Okay. Get out of here.
Yeah, huh? That's on account of how I never met her. It's hard to miss what you never knew. I don't ponder it over much. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
Wow.
It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
Maybe, I guess.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community. What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator? Step 1. Pick up your power regulator. Step 2. Approach the terminal located in our engine room. Step 3. Insert power regulator.
I'm gonna slap
Step
her.
4. Celebrate. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Okay. This is our own ship. This is so cool. Wow, this is awesome.
What can I do? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Wow, this is dope. Where are we going?
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells. Based on my initial calculations of Dr. Wells's personality, that seems highly unlikely.
That's fine, let's get to it.
Ah, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kilkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star. Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony. We're all skating precariously around the edge of oblivion together. None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so we may as well make it a better place. And we can start by reviving the Hope. Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design. Cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time.
Cool.
I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Rolling.
Make yourself at
Rolling
home,
on the
Captain.
mainland. That's gonna be hard. Rolling. Rolling on the red.
I like what you've done with the place. Kitschy collectibles are such a human inclination.
Where are we? Let's go.